Well, hello again, everyone. Today is Friday, July 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th, 2018. And welcome to episode 10 of Phil's Picks. Yep, smells like convention season. It sure does. 10 of these, can you believe it? Someone even said there's a mythical episode 7, but I haven't seen it. I don't know if I recorded it and then, deleted it or what. I don't know. Anyway, we're trying a new camera layout right now. There's a camera on a long stick over here, and the tripod's over there so that my hands can wave freely under a camera and move things left to right as we show them. First off, though, I want to congratulate Josh and the guys at Battle Command Games and the creators of Chaosium in Janesville, Wisconsin. They are the big winners of the Episode 9 prize pack, that giant pile of stuff we got last month and put in front of the camera. Josh and the guys are the big winners this time. So this place is really cool. Creators Consortium is so cool. They got their own billboard outside of Janesville, so let's come check us out. They're a game store, but they're also a creators area. So you can come in, like this fella here had a creator day and had his leather stamps out, doing leather stuff. Here they are building models, putting together figures in the store. So great place if you ever happen in by Janesville. Check out the guys at Battle Command Games, Creators Consortium, downtown Janesville. Great folks there. We are going to have a prize pack for later. I'm going to flash that by real quick there, and I might add things to it as we get going. So, first off, we got a lot to show you today. Let's get started with my super favoriteest thing. I've been wanting to show you this, guys, for like a year and a half. Finally, Arms Keeper tools have arrived. I got tired of having all the tool selections I could find from other manufacturers always be out of stock, or, let's face it, crap tools that would fall apart the first few times you made them. Nuh-uh. Ran across a tool maker that said, hey, we'll print you whatever you want on your very own blister packaging and your own, and I'm like, yeah, do it. So for those of you who don't know, Arms Keeper is our house brand here at Golden. When we find a thing like bases or glues or, well, in this case, tools that we don't know where else to put or how else to sell it, we stick it under the Arms Keeper brand. So that's our house brand of stuff. This stuff is super high quality, packaged very, very well, will be in stock and available at all times at Golden, so you'll never run out. You want to get yourself a tool selection? Start with this stuff. I'm going to run through these real quick just to show you what we've got here. We've got a sprue snipper. This is a 3-inch stainless steel L. It's very heavy, but you never know you might need one of those. There's a set of premium micro tweezers. There's 4 pieces of those. There's another sprue cutter. This one is metal instead of plastic. Different long blades here. We got a scalpel blade refill. There's seam scrapers for model building. Very, very handy. This is straight gripping tweezers, just your basic micro tweezers. Here's a drill bit set. Here is a standard pin vise. I believe we have 3 different sizes of pin vices. Sorry, this is all out of order. Putty applicator. That's super, super handy if you are a sculptor. Very handy to have. These are the crocodile pliers. Got the tweezy bits on the end. They're very nice. Super easy to have. Files. 10-piece file set. We have a, let's see, lock point sliders. These are premium sprue nippers. These are the ones I use, and I like them quite a bit. Some bent nose pliers, just for bending things. Always comes in handy with your photo etch stuff. This is a scalpel blade pack. These are a value pack of 25 scalpel blades for your hands. Here's your knives, I should say. 6-inch ruler and drill bit gauge. Always handy to have. Micro tweezers. Here are angular drill bits. There's a line of putty. There's a green, a gray, and I believe a white putty that are branded also Arms Keeper. Ready to go. Good stuff. There are grit sticks. There's scribing tools for scribing lines and things. More drill bits. More bit pliers. There's like 65 different tools. There's just tons and tons and tons of different things. Check it out. You can just go to Arms Keeper on the website, look for tools. Oh, there's that micro pin vise. Little tiny guy. I like that one a lot. They have a lot of neat stuff that other folks don't have. One of the things I like is this guy. It's a parts holder. It's very heavy. It's got a nice metal stand. The pins in there, this vise comes apart. You put your thing in there, put your pins around it, you tighten it back up, and it holds it on a desk. There's a hand version of this as well. That's this guy right here. That is a hand vise. Now, this is like $29 or something, but it's very high quality. It'll last forever. Super strong and durable. Has everything you need for holding your miniatures comfortably for hours and hours and hours. I love this thing. We do have a bottle, and we kept these in the bottle here, a bottle of paint thinner, a small line of paints. That's kind of a good generic line for tanks and whatnot. Even a mini bench vise for your hobby bench at home. There is a paint thinner and a bottle that's not in here of plastic well. The plastic well they have is wonderful. It's just a basic bottle like this. It has the brush in it. It's a really good plastic weld for your model building purposes. The extra pins for pen devices. And the coolest thing I found, a digital caliper. Yes, it is an actual digital caliper for your measuring purposes. If you have porpoises to measure or what have you. Now, I'm a mechanic as well, and so as a car guy, this is awesome to me. But it's also awesome if you're into true scale miniatures, you're trying to get the exact scale stuff. You want to make sure that it's all absolutely accurate. It's amazing. Really good stuff. This guy, you can't fit him. A cutting mat. Everybody's always looking for a good cutting mat. Man, there we go. All of this is available in stock, ready to go. Yeah, I made a mess. Clean it all up, or I can show you the more goodness here. It's easier when it's board games. Here, let's just put all of this off the other table. There we go. See? It's like I set it up for a reason. Come on, cutting mat. We got to use you later. You get out of here. All of that and more available on the website, goldendisc.com, under Arms Keeper. So check that out. All right, next up I want to talk to you about Tams and Cosmos. Tams and Cosmos is a wonderful company. U.S. based, is doing great stuff with Imhotep, which we'll show you here in a minute. The Exit games, which are the Exit room games, which are really cool. Drop It is one of their super new hot ones right now. Drop It is, it's not Connect 4. It's a two-player, but you're going into zones. You have to drop your various shapes and whatnot in and out of zones. This can change. It's a really addictive game. We love it a lot. In stock and ready to go. They do Imhotep, like I said, won lots of awards. A Parents' Choice Gold Award. It is a worker placement game set in the pyramids. Very simple layout. Doesn't have a massive board. It's really about all you see. 120 cubes in there. So it is a cube placement game. Legends of Andor. Man, this thing is hefty. This is a big, beefy game. More popular in Germany, but coming on strong here. What I like about this is that it won a lot of awards in 2013. It has a quick start user guide. 2 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes. It's a very quick game. A lot of decent components in here. Good one to check out if you're new to the line. Now they do have a couple of kids games as well. These are adorable, 5 and up. Excuse me, Lagoonies. There are lenses in here. These teardrop-looking things are plastics, and you put them over this bowl, and in the bowl is a disc with fish that move around, and so the octopus turns when you roll the die, and you got to figure out whether the fish are under there, and if you say, ha-ha, and if you're wrong, you lose a point, if it's right, you pick it up. It's seriously cool. Adults, kids, everybody, I love it. It says 5 and up. I'm telling you, all the way up, because adults like this as well. Lagoonies, Tams and Cosmos. Another game they have is Monster Trap. This is really cool. I'll get the box stand out of the way for you can see. This is a 2-player game of mobility. You're trying to get this monster in a bag through the maze and into the pit. You both are maneuvering 2 sticks to trap him in and move him around in this maze. A lot harder than it seems. The 6-year-old kicks my butt at this game on a regular basis. This one has to hold together with this box band because all these parts are in here. But again, great kids game, great adults game, great drinking game, great whatever game from Tams and Cosmos. Hey, you like this box band here? These are available from Flying Buffalo. I believe we have them on the website. If we don't, it's a crime. I should be fired for not having Rick's rubber bands available. They hold together games of all shapes and sizes. They come in various shapes and sizes. Box bands for Flying. Very cool. See, I can cram in multitasking on this episode. Who do we want to see next? Let's talk about my boys at Lay Waste Games. Dragoon hit the Kickstarter-age and did really amazingly well. Very cool little game of simple roll and play, but it had amazing components in it. As you can see, it's all lovingly packed. Has a cloth board that has a grid. It has the bags. The neatest thing in the game, I thought, anyway, the original version, was the components. The components were metal. Now they've redone it in a less expensive version, which is plastic. Did I bump the camera? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it alone. Now they're plastic, but they look gorgeous. Different colors of dragons. Place them in the caves. Blow out the villages. Wonderful little game. We are now soliciting this game. This game is available right this instant. There is an expansion available. The expansion is coming out very soon. It's the Rogue and Barbarian. Have no idea how that plays. And you'll see on the back there's a pink thing. The pink thing is Human Era. Again, brand new company, Lay Waste Games. Jake and Zach Given have really done a number on this. Now they've done a number on this. It's so new I haven't even had a chance to open it and play it. Human Era is, well, humans discover time travel and immediately destroy space and time. Great job, humans. That's the context of the game. I saw it played and have not seen people laugh so hard at a board game in a good many years. Good stuff. Human Era and Dragoon from Lay Waste Games. Gotta have it. Another neat thing that they are going to come out with very soon. Heads Will Roll, designed by Matt Fantastic and Alex Keller. I watched this game be made. It was kind of cool. It uses components from the original Dragoon, which are metallic. You'll see their dice and a dragon's head and whatnot. You have to roll them and flick them around in order to get points. It was a game made in a bar on the spot. I witnessed it. I'm telling you, it's coming to stores near you soon. Be very inexpensive. Keep your eyes open for Heads Will Roll. Again, Dragoon, Lay Waste Games. Awesome stuff. I love them. Who else do we want to talk about next? Let's talk about one of the hottest game titles we have had in some time, and that is Saga. Saga 2.0. This is the rulebook everybody wants. This is the rulebook we keep running out of because they just can't print enough of these. A lot of folks said, is it really $15? Yes. The core book is this. It is a soft cover. It's not very big. This is the $15 SRP item. But it's very good. It's very simple, easy to read, very basic instructions that will get you moving into all of the different categories of add-ons that they have. This is the Saga book. Let's talk about other books here, shall we? We can go through the whole stack. There is Sword Point. Sword Point Chariot Armies, which is just dropping now. Brand new stuff. Charlemagne, that's another expansion. Medieval Armies, if you want to get really crazy with it. Here are Classical Armies. All of these plug in to the Sword Point rules. It can all be used the same way. Dark Age Armies. Company is wonderful. Gripping Beast is about all of the different counters and guides that come with it. Adius and Arthur was a super hit last year. Blew them completely by surprise and out of the water. But they are printing this now, and it is back in stock. Adius and Arthur, hot seller for us. Age of Invasions, very slim expansion. I believe came with Arthur. Might have come with Age of Vikings, another super popular expansion if you want to head up north. Tidolmen, Old von Norge, all that good stuff. So here's sort of what comes with all these games. It gives you an idea. If you're playing a side, you're the Normans, the Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, whatever, this is your sheet to manage all of your various options and abilities, your activation pools, that sort of thing. Age of Crusades. Now, this is the one everybody was screaming for last month. We finally have them in and available. Age of Crusades is very hot. Good stuff here. Also, same thing. Has these unit cards that come with it. The Saracens, Byzantines, and whatever you want to go like. Good stuff from Gripping Beast. That's all the Saga. Now, they do have a line of minis as well. You knew this was coming. I'll give you a quick shot here what we've got. These are the Age of Crusades. There's Saladin himself. There's El Cid. Yes, he has a horseman. We've got that. We've got Saga, Ragnar Lothbach, Harold, Gwyneth. Oh, man, all the cool heroes. Here is, this one's heavy. The Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ in the Temple of Solomon. Man alive, look at that. That is a crusade in a box. What happened? It's a beefy box. Viking Starter Band. This is 4-point army. There's 25 figures in here. Give you a quick look to see. It comes with all your bases, various shields, spears, bodies, heads. You know what to do after this. Super cool stuff. Put that over here. I don't hurt anybody with it. Anglo-Dane. This is another starter warband of 4 points. And Age of Crusades Saracens, 4-point warband as well. All of these miniatures, plus the one over there. I'm going to put this as part of the prize pack for this month. So this week, this episode, whatever we have right now. Episode 10's prize pack will start with this wondrous bounty of all of these miniatures right here. Not the books. Keeping the books. Those go in the office for reference. But you can have the minis. Sell them in your store, give them away, do with them as you see fit. They are yours for the taking if you are a winner. And look who was a winner. Josh was a winner at Battle Command Games. I'm telling you, he was there. He saw it, man. I should put him up here as a witness. Josh was there, man. He saw, he won the prize. You know how that works. Oh, could be a big winner next month. Now, related to that is another very similar game. This is from a company called War Banner. This is Gangs of Rome. This is a starter box they have called Blood on the Aventine. These are literally the Gangs of Rome. You're running around to 7 gang miniatures in here. It's actually very immersive. It's a cool game. Comes with this piece of MDF terrain, which I built right over here. This is the building of the Roman temple. It's very sturdy that I held it by a little prop piece. Probably not a good idea on top. Very good stuff. This is from a company called Sarissa Precision, I believe in the UK. I'm trying to get them in. A lot of folks are asking for their MDF kits. From this one I built, I can tell you the quality is fantastic. I'm very impressed with their design and sturdiness. Really good stuff. And that comes in the starter set for Gangs of Rome called Blood on the Aventine. Also, they come with basic setup of the scenario. A bunch of miniatures. You made a good price on this thing, too, and available. And they sent me an extra one, so I'm going to make that the second part of the prize pack. You can have this Blood on the Aventine starter as well. Still sealed, ready to go in your store. Put that over here on the prize pack pile. They do have some miniatures as well that are all standalone miniatures. These are all various fighters, Septimuses, there's the Turretus. Here are various other miniatures. Yes. So, that is all going to be included. I'll throw in these 4 guys as well, just so you can have that. I'll keep this guy. I like him. You can stay with me, and that starter box can stay with me, but all of these can go to you, and that'll be part of Episode 10's prize package. What other goodness can we add on to here? Gangs of Rome, should say. Check that out. Should be ready. Awesome. Ready to go. Who else? Let's go on our list. Next on the list. Well, so nice. We need to bring in a box to hold it all in. Our dear good friends at Secret Weapon Miniatures have finally released the Tablescapes Realms. This is a Cavern and Mine starter set. It is beefy. It is unpainted, but it is very easy to paint. It's no problem at all looking at it. Here's the inside. You can also see they're pushing their paints, bases, terrains, and much more. Let me tell you, Justin does the best bases. Look at the bases. He hand sculpts all these things. This kid's doing it now. It's crazy. Paints are great. Pigments are better. Check out this new terrain Tablescape stuff as well. This is the Mine starter set. Here's the various walls. If you just want to set up some, D&D walls or what have you on your table. I left this one open because this one's one of my favorite kits that I saw. This is the Mines track set. So if you ever go down in the old abandoned mine and you're looking around on the tracks, your kids, get off of my tracks. Well, there are some track pieces. You can see how very well they're sculpted. This is a ramp, just to get you started, I guess. There's several curved pieces all rubber band together in here. Unpainted, but you can see they're very simple to paint up. There's not a whole lot to them. And give them a quick coat, and you're good to go. Here's one of the platforms. I believe this came in the wall set. All the way down to little bits. There's some orc warrens, just tiny little set dressings you can dress up. Here's a floor set from the mine. What do we got in here? Here's a troll hole. Oh man, stay out of the troll hole. They hate that. And there's a stairs set, some actual 3D pieces for all of this goodness. Tablescapes Realms from Secret Weapon Miniatures, available now, shipping now. We had a bit of a delay getting, I think, the wall sets in, but they should all now be available and ready to ship. This stuff is great. Good terrain for your table. Great sales for your store. This stuff is really well priced, super high quality. Kids will love it. Alright, let's talk next about Alderac. Alderac Entertainment. New release. Paul Peterson's Smash Up, the red hot hit that just keeps on giving. This is the Oops, You Did It Again expansion. What this one does is it introduces burying, allows you to hide cards in your pile, or dueling. Dueling is a minion can call out another one, various effects. It also brings in the Vikings cards. Man, you gotta have Vikings in Smash Up. Finally, we got the Vikings. Available now from Alderac. Also available, a Mystic Vale expansion, Twilight Garden. So new, I haven't had the chance to take the plastic off of it yet. I feel bad, because I have the big box. I gotta put these all in. And if you haven't had a chance to play, again, Mystic Vale, one of the most innovative card design games in the past few years. Clear cards that stack 1, 2, 3 on top of another, and they do affect how you build, and they change throughout the course of the game. It's a fascinating mechanic. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Mystic Vale, very cool. Istanbul, also so brand new, the dice game that is a big smash too. The Bazaar of Istanbul, dice onto your merchants. So new, I haven't had a chance to check it out. Now this thing, ding, 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 we gotta bring in a tugboat on this one. This showed up and I couldn't understand where everything else in the box was. No, this, oh man, this was the box. This is Thunderstone Quest from Alderac that contains, well, I guess everything Thunderstone Quest. It's just redonkulous. It's 35 kilos of cards. Just stacks upon stacks upon stacks. It's oh good. It's like a contest, you guys. Whatever the biggest one. I mean, this thing just goes and goes. It's so deep that it's got one tray for all your bits and your miniatures and your counters. It's got ribbons with a tray that you got to pull out, which is nice. But holy moly, that's all cards under there. And solid dead tree cards. And they're all signed off by packs. So you get them in order, right? So Foundation 1, 2, and 3, and whatnot. The dividers. It's insanity. It really is. But you know what? If this is your thing, more power to you. And I can't wait to try it myself because it looks pretty cool. Pound for pound, probably one of the best game values going. Mike Elliott's fantastic Thunderstone Quest. Woo! That box is so big it blew all the papers around here. Gosh, you can just stay over there. Thank you for this thing. Oh, Thunderstone Quest. Hang on a second. Oh, good Lord. It's not a measuring contest, fella. Oh, I hurt my back on that one. Next up, let's talk about our good old friends at GMT Games. Every month, like clockwork, they crank out at least 3 amazing new games. Here's one of the most recent ones, Cataclysms, the Second World War. It's a very simplified version of World War II. This is not very complex at all. Super for ages 14 and up. What's cool about GMT, again, is their info boxes on the back. Tells you everything you need to know. Complexity meter, solitary suitability, what comes inside, the scale of the game, 2 years per game turn, 2 to 5 players. And it's all very concise. You get everything you need to know about this. But it's a very neat map. A super sweet rule system. Also, Fort Sumner, brand new from these guys. This is a very lightweight game. This is a card-driven game that uses a simplified, again, map of the South during the Civil War. In the North, too, I suppose. Lots of objectives, lots of historical markers in here. Very low suitability for solitaire, but not complex either, so, give it a shot. It's because the CDG system. That is the card system. Here is an expansion, Battle for Kharkov. This is expands on the original Flying Formations game. Gets you the Kharkov battle. Brand new this month are Gallipoli 1915, Churchill's Greatest Gamble. My favorite part is the map that takes 2 tables to complete. Yes, those are both fold-out maps that you lay over one another because you got to get out on the entire peninsula for the Gallipoli battle. All the various amphibious landings and whatnot. No Retreat, the French and Polish fronts. Brand new also this month. You can do either or, the Poland front or the French front. Take your pick. You got a Poland map and a France map. You can just play your hearts out either side of that. And then this one, 2 hours, 1 or 2 players, Hitler's Reich, World War II in Europe. Super simple game. I've heard really good things about it. I can't wait to play it. It is, again, simplified, card-driven, has events, it has tokens, all down here you can see. Solitaire suitability, is very high, not very complex. Ages 14 and up, knock yourselves out on the simple map of Europe. If you don't have war games in your store, you don't know where to start, GMT is a great place to start because they crank these things out like clockwork. Their quality is second to none, and their shelf placement is incredible. Look at these beauties. You line these things up on a shelf in your store, they all look identical, they're all clear who they're from, it's easy to read. All the graphics on the back are super easy to understand, tells you everything you need to know about the game inside. Don't be intimidated by historic games. If you want to get some history going in your store, start with GMT. It's the best place to start. From there, you go to Academy games, which all have a very similar vibe, very similar thing where they're very simple and user-friendly. Decision games, Victory Point games, you go on from there. But GMT games, super good stuff. We'll have 3 more next month. You watch. They send them to me like clockwork. Oh, now, let's see who we've got left. Here's a big surprise. This one's so new that I'm saying in the video before we actually announce them to the world, we're bringing in Chaosium. That's right, Chaosium, old school Sandy Peterson's company, doing Call of Cthulhu. This is the always upgraded, always expanded, tidied up version from our good friends at Chaosium. We are going to bring them in. They should be available over the weekend. By Monday, come Monday, you should be able to pre-order them, get them in on our first order. If you've never played, the Call of Cthulhu series is just wonderful. From a role-play standpoint, it's a simple rule system. You will go crazy, you will lose characters, you will die of insanity. But it's very historically accurate as far as Arkham goes, as far as the research goes for the game. Really good stuff if you want to get into role-playing the H.P. Lovecraft mythos. Call of Cthulhu is the king. There are tons of expansions for it as well. There's Doors of Darkness, there's Alone in the Dark, there's Sandy's Guide to Lovecraftian Horrors. This is a particularly favorite of mine. There's a module, Alone Against the Flames. There's even a pulp version if you want to get two-fisted action and adventure against the mythos in the 1920s. Dun, 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 dun. There's your pulp Cthulhu here. There's Down Darker Trails. There's Cthulhu in the Old West. Cowboys and Cthulhus. There's Peterson's Abominations, 5 epic tales of modern horror. This is all new things. There's the man himself. There's the Investigator's Handbook, a very valuable key portion of the Call of Cthulhu lineup, as well as this guy and this guy. Don't forget they also do Hero Quest Glorantha. It is a Hero Quest title from some time back. Oh my gosh, look at this. Giant piles of stuff from Chaosium. You know what? I'm going to put this whole pile also in the prize pack. Yay! This is all going into the episode prize bin, episode 10 prize bin right over here. So, this week, looks like you can get from this guy right here, pile of Gripping Beast minis, a pile of Chaosium RPG books, that's these guys, plus other random things from around the office. Well, I did say the Gangs of Rome, so we'll put those in there, and maybe some of these AEG games. Maybe we'll throw those in the episode 10 prize pack. Here's the secret word, right? You got to watch all the way to the end to get the secret word, to find out what it is, and then you drop me an email at this address, phil@golddisc.com, with the secret password email. Gosh, I'm tired. Can you tell it's Friday the 13th, too. I'm going a little nuts. The secret word is bacon. You can spell it any way you like, bacon, or whatever you want. As long as you don't spell it vegan, and as long as you say it crispy. The word is bacon. Send bacon to phil@golddisc.com. We'll get you registered to win the episode 10 prize pack. All of this stuff, plus the Gangs of Rome, plus whatever else I can find laying around the office that I think will fit. The episode 9 box ended up being 26 pounds worth of free stuff, so I'm going to send that all to Josh in Wisconsin. You could be next. You could be the next big winner with Phil's Picks. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourselves a great weekend. If you have any questions or requests, or you'd like to see something, just drop me a line. Phil@golddisc.com. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you then. Be kind to each other. Take care.